Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the newest edition of the planners released by Whitney English. I have been sent all three versions of this planner, and let me tell you something, every single one of them is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait for you guys to see the inside of this. This one might be my personal favorite. Anyway, since I was sent all three and I clearly do not need three, I would like to give one of you guys your own planner from Whitney English. So be sure to stick around for the end of this video so you can see how you can win your own planner. And be sure to check out the details in the description on how to enter. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and flip around the camera and let you guys take a look at these gorgeous planners. You guys are gonna love them. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in. These planners are launching today, the day that you're watching this video, September 16th, 2020, and they launch at 10 a.m. Central Time. Like I said in the intro to this video, I have all three cover options that are available this go around. I believe that this is the third release of this particular planner by Whitney English, and these covers are just stunning. And not just the covers, the boxes that they come in. So let's start off. I'm just going to pull out one first to start off with. This is the antelope cover. This right here, I can tell you, this one is mine. It is my favorite. I am keeping it. Oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. And I'm gifting one to a friend, and one of you can enter to win the other one. So they do release new cover designs every 6 months. And like I said, I believe this is the third release by Whitney English. I am no stranger to Whitney or her planners at all. I had the privilege of meeting her for the first time at Go Wild in 2016 in New Orleans. And that was absolutely phenomenal. She's just such a sweet, down-to-earth person. I have enjoyed watching her brand grow and evolve over the years, and so when I had the opportunity to take part in this launch, I was like, absolutely. So let's take a look. Like I said, this is the antelope cover. Now your planner will also come with a matching keepsake box. Now this keepsake box is unique in that the end looks like a bookend. It is so beautiful. Like, I'm gonna try and get all three together. They're just so pretty. I can imagine these like sitting on a bookshelf. Just I've not seen anything like this, like the quality of the box. I keep all of my old planners, so having a place to store them that also looks nice on the shelf and protect them over the years is really, really nice. So it does match. It did come wrapped in bubble wrap and cellophane, so it comes very, very protected, along with a little like business information card from Whitney herself, which is also very nice. So let's get the box out of the way because we know you're not making your plans inside of the box. So this planner is approximately 7 by 9 by 9.125, so 7 by 9. And the price for this planner is $69. I'm not gonna lie, that is a hefty price for a planner, but I think this really makes a great planner with the keepsake box, everything put together, all of the details, and this is handmade, so you really are getting what you are paying for, and this is a great quality product. The inside of the antelope cover has this gold pinstripe. I can tell you right now, one of the first things that I fell in love with are these tabs. I love the colors. We will get to that shortly. Let me bring you guys in a little bit closer though so that you can see things just a little bit better. All right, so when you open it up, it does have this pocket. It is like an accordion style pocket, so there is room for extra things to add in there, which is really, really nice. So you're not gonna worry too much about tearing it. You can see the expansion right there. It does come on a wire O binding, which you guys know if you've watched me for any amount of time is not exactly my favorite binding. However, this is a lot smaller than some of the wire O binding that I'm currently using, or a lot of what you'll see out on the market, like from Moxie Life or Simplified Planner. Their wire O binding is significantly larger, and this is a little bit smaller. Of course, though, this layout is weak on one page, so that right there is going to tell you there's not going to be a lot of bulk with this planner. I mean, it's barely an inch thick as far as paper goes, so it's very portable, that's for sure. I wasn't exactly sure why it came with a blank page here, but as someone who reviews planners, I'm totally okay with that because I'm going to use this to test out some pens very shortly to show you how this paper works with some of our favorite pens in this community. So right on the front page, you have 2021, a Whitney English planner, and it is the week on one page format with your heart goals framework. And you can find out more information about heart goals and Whitney English's vision behind that over on her website. And I'll be sure to link all of that down below in the description. All right, so you get to the next page. It says our mission to take you from burnout to beautiful, overwhelmed to organized, messy to meaningful, chaos to confidence, flustered to focus, Lord knows I need that, and busy to balanced. I also need that. I need all of those things. So then you have the little message from Whitney here. It just says, hi friend, all of these things. There's even a quick little mention about COVID-19 in there, which is interesting, but like when you look back on this planner, I'm like, you know, it's very relevant, so very good. Okay, so it has a little bit of explanation about what's in this planner along with an explanation about heart goals. I'm not going to bore you to death and read every single thing in this planner. We're just going to keep it going. So then you have Heart Goals 101, and basically it just tells you what heart stands for: help yourself, empower yourself, all your people, resources and responsibilities, trade and talent. And it goes into detail, and then it breaks it down even more in the Heart Goals checklist, which I really, really like. I like when planner companies explain their system, especially if you're fairly new to it. If it's just a very basic planner that just has, you know, Monday through Friday, here you go, plan your time, then fine, you don't need all of that. But I do like how she includes the explanation in here. She has a 5 lists that you should keep, how to plan your day. I like that it kind of has that in there. I necessarily don't like to be told what to do. However, I think we could all use some guidance these days, right? Right. All right. Then you have your holidays and such, which is really, really nice. I don't really pay attention to the holidays that are put in a planner. I put the ones that I celebrate or recognize myself. Next up, you have your 2021 year at a glance. This planner does start January 2021, so that totally makes sense. I kind of like how there's like a little bit of a highlight over the weekend, so you can differentiate those days between the rest of the days when you're looking at this fairly quickly. Makes it nice and easy on the eyes, for sure. All right, this paper is really, really thick. Okay, so you have your dream list, your master list. You get a page for each of those. Oh, another page for master list. I really do like that. So you could really just split it up into 4 categories. You could split it up even more if you really wanted to. One of the things that I noticed is that the pages are numbered, which is really, really cool. I like that a lot. So then you have your monthly heart goals check-in. If you don't want to refer to it as heart goals, you could just say your goals check-in. So I do like that it has you look at your goals every single month. Here is a nice month view. I do like that the month view has a Monday start. That is like one of my biggest pet peeves in planners is when the week starts on a Monday, but the monthly starts on a Sunday. Makes no sense to me, but I'm so glad that she paid attention to that. Another detail that I love is that this planner has lines in the monthly view, which is really, really nice. Another cool feature is that you have the holidays with like almost like these hand drawings to mark the holidays, which I think is pretty cool and unique. I've never honestly seen that in any other planner that I've looked at, and I feel like I've looked at quite a few. So of course it starts in January of 2021. The paper is 100 GSM, but it is not white, it is soft cream. And as far as texture goes, I wouldn't say that this is smooth. I also wouldn't say it has grit either. It's somewhere right down the middle. It's definitely not as smooth as plum paper, but not as gritty as the Life Planner. All right, so here we go into the first week. Like I said, it is week on one page, Monday start. You do have your holiday drawings kind of on there, and you have a little section for your to-dos. You have a small line section over on the left, and then another section with some to-dos. You get 4 per day. You also get the next page view has got a ton of to-do list sections or whatever you really want to do with it. You can keep your to-do list set up by category or by family member. Me personally, I might do by family member, not necessarily by category, but because I do divvy up different tasks and chores and things like that throughout our household, essentially you're getting a week on one page with a notes page right next to it, which is amazing because you really do have a lot of space here. And then it just continues for the rest of the month. This is really, really pretty. I mean, this, like the quality, you can really feel the quality in this planner. When you get to the end of the month, you have your goals check-in area, what worked, what didn't. and what steps need to be scheduled for the upcoming month. I really like this. I do something very similar to this in my Moxie Life planner. So if you're wanting a more like slimmed down version of the Moxie Life planner, I think that this is pretty close. It's a really, like, the whole overall idea of goals integrated with your planning is the same concept here, and I really, really love that. But if you're not necessarily needing the bulk of, say, a Moxie Life planner, I would definitely recommend this as an option for you. Again, the tabs are nice and laminated. I truly love all of the colors of the tabs. I mean, these are just, it's like they're nice and warm and cool and earthy. It's like not really a rainbow, but it is. There's the month of November gets the color peach. I'm not mad because May gets my all-time favorite color. So I am very, very happy about that. All right, so you have each month after that, you have your month view, your week at a glance, week on one page with your notes, and then at the end of the month you have your check-in, and it just repeats itself through the end of the planner. I love actually the little doodles are just so beautifully done. I love this one for like Memorial Day. That's really pretty. There's the one for Mother's Day, like a nice little floral drawing there. I don't really know if they're drawings. To me, they look very hand drawn, which is very pretty. This is just so beautifully done and simple. My only concern would be that because these pages are a cream paper, if you have stickers that have like an outline, if you use stickers that have an outline to them, most of them are printed on white or bright white paper. So if things don't exactly match for you, then maybe that might be bothersome to you. But for me, not so much. I could see myself using this planner totally pen and highlighter only. And I think that a lot of these colors honestly match very, very well with the mild liner. So that's really, really nice. So then when you get to the back of the planner, you also have this notes section and you have this 93 list ideas. I love this so much. I mean, you have things like books to read, movies to watch, things I've learned, Google searches, how I made a difference, your morning and evening routines, gift ideas, people to meet, endless amounts of lists, and there's a nice little guide there for you, and you get several notes pages where you can make those lists, which is great, and it's already drawn out for you. You don't have to do it. You can just label and keep it moving. It's really, really nice. Then you have this reference section. I like what she says here. It says this isn't just a planner, it's a valuable tool used for taking notes, jotting down ideas, making lists. Occasionally you'll need a place to document frequently referenced information, and she's created a space just for that. So you have it almost, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but there are 3 columns there. So the line isn't continuous from left to right. And you have several pages of that. And then you have your index. So as you plan your content for the year, you will create essential lists, schedules. You can use this index to find them quickly. Normally I would expect this to be at the front of the planner, but I totally get it that for the aesthetic purposes, you have these 3 tabs towards the back of the planner. So you do have just your typical index where you can list out the page number and what it is that you have on that page, which is really nice. And you have several pages of this as well. And then when you get to the end, she has a little story down here where she tells you all about Busy, the little bee that is in the middle of the crest there by Whitney English. And then you just have another plain piece of paper and then the back of the planner. There isn't a pocket back here though, so if you were looking for a pocket in the back, it's up at the front. So here's the back of the planner. You can see here, this is where the wire O binding is exposed. The outside binding of the planner looks like a book. So if you're just kind of looking at it on a shelf, it looks like a book and not necessarily a planner. I like this cover. It is made of a vegan leather, easy to wipe clean, which is really nice. I had actually gotten something on this earlier and was able to wipe it right off with no issues at all. Overall, I love the profile of this planner. It just seems very easy to carry around or just keep on your desk. The quality is there, you guys. I feel like this is definitely a $69 planner, like it's gonna last. This doesn't feel like it's just made of some kind of cardboard that's gonna scratch easily. The only thing that I would love for the price is if it was personalized, which, you know, I understand depending on people's manufacturing limitations, why that might not be possible, but you could easily get some type of vinyl and put your name on here if you really wanted to. And then my only other thing that I wish it had was maybe an elastic closure, because if I were to put this in my bag, I would have some concerns about it being able to open up and not really having a way for it to close. However, I have tons of elastic bands from other companies that I could easily just wrap around this and call it a day and keep going. As you can see, the tabs are completely covered by the cover, so you don't have to worry about them getting exposed, damaged, ripped, or torn when they're in your bag. I hope you guys can see that, but they're not sticking out, which is really, really nice. Again, these tabs are probably my favorite. All right, so let's grab some pens and see about this paper. All right, so I grabbed a few of my favorites and I'm gonna go ahead and try them out on this extra sheet of paper on the back here. I'm almost tempted to like rip this off so that if anything does bleed through, it doesn't get on my cover page. Or I can go all the way to the back and just use this extra sheet of paper here, which now has me wondering, does this thing fold over on itself? I'm almost scared, I don't wanna rip it. All right, so not really in this, well, maybe. I don't want to tear it. So yes, the cover itself does. I'm just being weird about it, okay? All right, let's try out these pens. All right, let's see how these did. I grabbed, most of my favorite pens are not very thick. I don't gravitate towards like a 1.0 or anything, so a lot of my pens are 0.7 and smaller. The one I'm mainly concerned about is the Papermate Flare. So there is, without a doubt, there's some ghosting, and I hope I'm getting these terms right. There's ghosting, but there's not shadowing, and there's definitely not any bleeding, but and that's really, really good for this paper. I definitely tend to stick towards the Sharpie S Gel, which is this one right here. The 0.7 is my absolute favorite, and I don't really see any issues with this paper at all, not for 100 GSM anyway, and I'm glad to see that none of these bled through, and I didn't have any issues with anything smudging or anything like that, so that is really, really nice. All right, so before we wrap this up, let's take a look at some of the other covers available. This one is the light blue, and let me back my camera out a little bit so you can actually see the whole planner, but this one is really, really pretty as well, and I was really excited to see in Whitney's IGTV Live that I think this one has a floral pattern in it. I mainly stuck to opening up the antelope just because I knew that that was the one that I was personally going to keep for myself. Obviously everything else on the inside is the same, but this one has this beautiful floral that's really, really nice. It was just like a million shades of blue. It is so, so pretty, and again with the same tab situation and everything else on the inside is the same. So that is the light blue, and of course it has the coordinating keepsake box. And now we're going to take a look at the light blue gingham. This one was a very close second favorite of mine. I was like, oh, which one do I want? These are all so pretty. And the light blue gingham actually has the same inside as the antelope cover, which I really, really like the gold pinstripe. I think it's just very pretty and classic looking and not very distracting. All right, so there are all of the planners. I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask down below in the comments. Again, this planner launches today, September 16th, 2020 at 10 a.m. Central Time, and you can find them over at whitneyenglish.com. All right, I told you guys that they were gorgeous. I hope that you guys found these planners as beautiful and functional and just another great option out there in the planner world. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I would love to give away one of these planners to one of you. So now that we're entering into the season of fall, I would love to hear from you. What is your favorite part about fall? Maybe there's a bonus point of pumpkin spice lattes is the answer. I'm totally kidding, maybe. All right, guys, good luck. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're already subscribed, make sure that you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone. Let's try that again. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Why can't I talk? Oh, I should have peed first.